Clear them codes. Says she flirt with her boyfriend, Reggie him up money and bling, so she go bed with him. Catch disease, now it started spreading. She starts sick penicillin, she dying. Mercy, please, her life she begging. When she hit to the morgue, she heading. Says she broke up at the age of 7. She dancing before she reached 11. One man can satisfy her. She needs more wood for the fire. Sex price getting higher. And more money she require. Is what I'm saying right now. Welcome to the Don't Stress Success podcast.
Yo, I wasn't expecting that one.
No. One man can't satisfy her. She needs more for the fire.
Yes.
Easy now, brethren.
Hey, man. You know, they say Monday's the start of the week, man. I say Sunday's the start of the week. Especially when you're kicking it off with the Don't Stress Success podcast, man. What it do?
Doubt.
What it do, baby?
And you know, a lot of businesses class Sunday as the start of the week. I don't know why they do that shit.
Oh, really?
Hey, we're in business right now.
Okay, indeed. It's what it is, man.
Sunday. Your week ain't even begun until Sunday. Until you've heard the podcast, until you've heard the melodies that I emit from my vocal cords, and we kick off the greatest podcast of all time. Every time. The week don't begin until this right here.
It's what it is, man. So listen. For those who may not know or those who may not be able to read, I am P the Politician.
I am Daniel J. Scott.
And this is the Don't Stress Success podcast. Salute to everybody tuned in, man. I see William Smith, Tina Barrero, Chris Drain in the building. What's good? So, listen, we trying to give away some money, man. Talk to him, Daniel J. Scott. What they got to do to get this cash?
Real easy, ladies and gents. All you got to do is comment who you want to punch in the face. It could be anyone in this world. Who is the one person, if you had a chance, you would punch them in the face? And you need to tell us why. And you need to get as crazy as you can with that answer. The most interesting answer, win some money.
Yes, that's what we do here. We give away cash for no good reason. That's what we do on the Don't Stress Success podcast. That's what it is. Salute to everybody out there in YouTube land. We really appreciate you guys tuning in as well. Love is love, love is love, love is love, man. So, yo, DJ Scott, man, we missed last week, man. I missed you, brother. How you been? How you feeling?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm 100% on my shit, man. I spent this week, I got back into the complex aspects of marketing, went to my website, I installed the Facebook advertising pixel, which is when people land on my, you know what, when you're going around the internet and you look at something, you're like, oh, I need to buy this. So you're having a look and you're like, I won't get it right now. And then you go back to Facebook and it's like, what the fuck? And you see that shit being advertised. You will have installed one of those on my website. Not only is it tracking who's going to my website, it's also tracking their demographics for me. It's also tracking who's clicking what and shit, like complex stuff. Yeah. So really been back to business this week. How's your week been?
Man, crazy. I see Kayla Small Simmons is in the building. Salute to her, man. So let me tell you, I had this birthday party last week. I've been doing a lot of work with Chucktown Bar and Grill. Mm-hmm. And the birthday was bananas. Appreciate everybody that came through and partied with me. Salute to Jay Olin. Let me show y'all something, man. My man Jay Olin came through and blessed P the Politician with this tie and scarf. The Steve Harvey original, man. Appreciate that, man. I tell you, salute to Jay Olin, man. That's what it is, man. I see Trizzy Lowe's in the building. Jay Guadalucci in the building. So, yeah, man, I had a crazy week. Crazy night last night. I'm all about hashtag Chucktown Bar and Grill. We've been making things pop. You heard?
Good news, man.
Yes, sir.
Spread out different things. It's activity, man. And I think that's what people overlook is like, we can't just sit here and wait for this stuff to happen, no matter how talented we are, no matter how smart we are, no matter how good we are. It's activity.
Yeah. And you've been on fire with your post this week. So what I really want to do, I want to make this show about Daniel J. Scott and his knowledge, man. And
I can't. Okay.
Because I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm sitting back and I'm just going through your timeline, and you've been hitting one great point after the next, after the next, after the next. You know what I mean? And we're friends. You know, we talk all the time, but if you can't learn from your friends, then I mean, what good of a friend is that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's just a buddy. You know what I mean?
It's a buddy. Hey, buddy.
He cool. He ain't got no content or contact. He cool.
Yo, shouts out to Jeremy Flowers, man. He's in the building, man. He actually came through to the party last week. They got me a limo. I got kidnapped in a limo, and I drove off before I got to link up with Jeremy Flowers. So salute to him, man.
I tell you what, if I was gonna get kidnapped, I'd probably want to be kidnapped in a limo.
Yeah.
You know, all the scenarios you could be kidnapped in.
Well, you got to be careful what you ask for, my brother. This is true.
Hey, it might be Harvey Weinstein's fucking limo.
Right. Indeed, man. Well, listen, man. Let's go ahead and kick it off, man. What's on your mind, man? That's the first topic of the day. Matter of fact, this is what we really want to know. We want to know what's on your guys' mind. Everyone who's tuned in. How's your week been? Are you struggling with anything entrepreneurial that you maybe have some questions for? Go ahead, drop those comments. And also, if you're just tuning in, we're giving away some money. So all you got to do to win the cash is comment on who you would like to punch in the face. It's that simple, man. We just kind of looking for some silly, fun answers to get some engagement going. And it is what it is. And we're giving away cash at the end of the show. So salute to everybody tuned in. You got the opportunity to win some money. Let's rock.
P, who would you like to punch in the face? Out of everyone in the world, who would you like to punch?
Oh, man. Well, the easy choice. You know what? Fuck that. I want to slap the shit out of Kanye West right now. That's just how I'm feeling, man.
I feel you, man.
Slap the shit out of him.
Why is that? Why Kanye?
I just don't understand. And I just don't understand. Yeah. So, like, for me, man, like Kanye, man, is a cat that I looked up to. The way that he came into the game as far as music is concerned, the content that he put out, like, yo, where's that tight-ass red shirt wearing Kanye West, man, that told us that it's okay to be black? You know, and then you turn around in 2018 and you co-signing for the most anti-black regime that we've ever seen, you know, and it's, yo, Kanye, man, where the fuck are you at, man? Like, I feel like Kanye's in such a sunken place right now, man. I don't know, but, you know, a lot of times you don't understand the inner workings of what really is going on. I had a partner of mine, we were talking about Kanye for a long time, man, and he was like, you know what, Pete, can you really be that mad at Kanye? Because at the end of the day, man, he may be trying to achieve a level of power that you've never experienced. So maybe he's got to do subtle things like that to achieve that level of power. And all right, maybe so, maybe no. But then I look at some of my other heroes who have achieved that level of power. They ain't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm trying to slap the shit out of Kanye, man. How about you?
I've been trying to figure out. I think I'd have to save it for someone that I really want to punch in the face. But if we're talking about people we would punch, I'd love to punch Wiz Khalifa in the face, man. I just don't like Wiz Khalifa, I'm going to be honest.
What'd Wiz do? What'd he do?
I don't know. I just don't like him, man. Like, his vibe, and like, I don't know. He just really looks, he has this, in his interviews, he has this kind of vibe that he ain't really fucking with people, you know what I mean? I just want to punch Wiz Khalifa in the face, man. You know what I mean? No beef or nothing like that, but we, you know, just have to pick an answer. I just have to think of someone I don't particularly like. I'd like to punch Wiz Khalifa in the face. Where's P at? Oh God, man down, man missing.
I'm here. I'm back.
Okay, he's here. What's good? So, guys, tell us in the comments. Someone is going to win some money by the end of this show. What you've got to do is comment, out of everybody in the world, who would you most like to punch in the face and why? Get as crazy as you can explaining it, because the comment that makes us laugh the most.
That's the money.
Basically it.
So Jeremy Flowers is in the building, and he asked a really great question. He asked, after promoting music, when do you start seeking management and booking managers? So I've got my thoughts on this one. Let me throw it your way, DJ Scott. How you feel about that?
What I'd address first is like the after promoting part of the question. Promoting music is constant, isn't necessarily before or after seeking management. I think what a lot of people get wrong when it comes to managers is they're looking for a manager, but it ain't really put it. Oh, that's
the remix, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what just happened. No. No. Oh no. Hold on, I'm at a loss. No. We apologize for the technical difficulties during the Don't Stress Success podcast. There we go. We fixed that. This is very awkward right now, but we're going to get it together. And I'm going to go back, and while we try to get DJ Scott back on the line, I want to really address Jeremy Flowers' questions. He asked, after promoting music, when do you start seeking management and booking managers? And what I would like to say about that, so you got to ask yourself, what does a manager do, right? And if you can break down what a manager does, then you can almost answer this question for yourself. You know what I mean? And I think what happens is a lot of artists think that the manager is supposed to be the one that gets them into better situations. The manager is the one that gets them the shows. And sometimes they may very well be able to do that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have anything to manage, then you got to really ask yourself, do you really need a manager? A manager's true role is to mitigate everything that you've got going on. And if you simply don't have much going on, there's nothing there to manage. You know, the manager's role isn't to get you the gigs. You've already got to be putting in that work to get the gigs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm typing DJ Scott. We're going to get him back on the line real quick. He's out there in the UK, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, at the end of the day, man, if you don't have anything to manage, then your manager's job is pretty much obsolete. The job of the manager is not to get you the gigs. You've already got to be putting in that work, have something established already on the plate for the manager to actually manage. You know what I mean? You've got to be in demand. So what I would say when it's time to get a manager is when you've got so much on your plate to where you just can't handle it all yourself, and you need that person there to actually manage it for you. But I think what happens is a lot of artists get into a situation to where they're feeling like the manager is supposed to be getting you the gigs. The manager is supposed to be putting you into situations and bringing you the bag. It just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. Hold on. We still trying to get DJ Scott back in the building. We still working on that. But that was a great question, Jeremy Flowers. And, at the end of the day, give the manager something to manage, and you'll be all in. You know what I mean? That's what it is. All right. So I'm still clicking some buttons. How's everybody else out there feeling? Cylone Jacobs is in the building. Quan Rip, Ernie Glover says, keep putting it in, family. Cylone Jacobs says, hello. Where you from, Cylone? From Glasshoe, Alba? Tracy Hicks says, light your light and pass that light to your manager. Indeed. Rick Trevino's in the building. Jeremy Flowers, I want to know, man, did that kind of clarify it for you, man? Let's talk about it a little bit more. I almost got DJ Scott back here. So what I want to talk about real quick is persevering. So at this moment in time, I'm about to make some content out of what I am going through. So what I'm going through right now, I'm doing a live broadcast. And during my broadcast, I lost my co-host. The name of the game is not freaking out. You know what I mean? You got to keep it moving. Like ducks. If you ever watch a duck on water, they're smooth sailing. But underneath, that's how their feet are moving. You know what I mean? So if you find yourself, say you're on stage and you may have a mechanical malfunction or whatever, man, the worst thing you can do is panic. You just keep it moving, keep the show going, and it is what it is, man. Andrew Artman is in the building. What it do, baby? See, Paulette Roman is in the building. Carlos Carlos Los, you gotta let me know how to pronounce your last name so don't jack it up, man. What it do, baby? What it do? DJ Scott is almost back with us. He's in the comments right now. He says the Illuminati shut him down. I believe that may be fact, my brother. The Illuminati shut you down. If you can hear me, I just resent you the link. Go ahead and click it, and we get it back popping. I see Brian Connolly is in the building. Sheezy Go Hard is in the building. What it do? Let's see. Bertisha Marie says, if I could punch somebody in the face, it'd be the son of a bitch who thought they could get away with changing IHOP to Yes. I think we got Daniel J. Scott back in the building. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull him up. No. No. We do not have Daniel J. Scott back in the building. We still have technical malfunctions. Yo, but Bertisha Marie, yo, she's definitely got the dopest answer out of everybody. And what we doing right now, man, we just giving away hard-earned cash, and it's so easy to earn it, man. All you gotta do is, yo, type in the comments who you like to punch in the face. And Bertisha Marie, man, I think she's gonna win this one, man. She says if I could punch anybody in the face, it'd be the son of a bitch who thought they could get away with changing IHOP to IHOB, and the world was gonna be okay with it, man. That's what it is, man. Jay Olin is in the building, man. I was telling everybody earlier how you came through and blessed me with the tie for my birthday last week, man. I appreciate that love, brother. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So, DJ Scott, if you can hear me, we still having technical issues. So, yo, we just gonna keep it moving, man. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Now, what I wanted to do, and let me show you guys this. This is how DJ Scott's screen looks right now. It's just got a camera right there. So we still working on it, but we gonna make it happen, all right? And keep the show moving. So, another one of the things I wanted to talk about today was your social media ratio, right? And Daniel J. Scott put up a really, really dope post about your social media ratio. And I want to pull it up because I don't think a lot of people know this or quite understand what it is when you're on Facebook in particularly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like if you've got 5,000 friends, then you're good to go. When in all actuality, there's an algorithm that Facebook uses that determines how much they're going to actually show your posts, right? So in a nutshell, you got to keep a really good ratio on social media. So, you know what? Let me do it like this, man. Let me pull up Daniel J. Scott's actual post so we can read it together. I want to really give you guys some jewels, all right? So, boom. On social media, if you have 50 friends and get 10 likes, it's like 20% of your friends. If you have 500 friends and get 10 likes, that's 2% of your friends. If you have 5,000 friends and get 10 likes, that's 0.02 of your friends. So what happens is the bigger gap in your engagement ratio, Facebook assigns a lower value to your posts based on relativity. So at which point your posts are displayed to less people than someone with 500 friends whose ratio is 2%. 5,000 friends only means something when you're engaging a large chunk of those people. So if you're not, you're a small fish in a big pond that keeps getting bigger and bigger, and your ratio keeps getting worse and worse. So with that being said, you got to realize that having a bunch of friends who aren't engaging with your content does you no good. You're way better off going through more detail with who you select as your friends and people who are going to actually engage with you and become members of your audience. I know I'm always unfriending people on my list who aren't bringing anything to the conversation. You know what I'm saying? People who are just kind of there as dead weight, because the more friends that you have that aren't engaging with you, the less people are going to be able to see your message. So Daniel J. Scott is on one, man. We got to get him back on the line. I'm still working on it. I'm trying to make it happen, make it do what it do. There he is. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel J. Scott, y'all. He's back. Yes, let's talk about who Daniel J. Scott wants to punch in the face.
Whoever is the CEO of Zoom, the app that we use to connect to this shit, I want to punch him in the kidney, bro. I want to punch, oh man. I want to fuck him up.
Listen, man, I got all this sweat right now, man. I had to hold this shit down for like 10 minutes just now.
Hey, man.
Yo.
Fuck the CEO of Zoom app, man. It's on site.
Yeah, on site, for real.
Let me look in the camera when let me take this off as well. Created the Zoom app. It's on site.
Right.
On site.
But speaking of punching people in the face, man, Britisha Marie, man, I don't know if you heard this. I think she's got the dopest answer. She says, if I could punch anybody in the face, it'd be the son of a bitch who thought they could get away with changing IHOP to IHOB and the world was going to be okay with it, man. Yo.
I tell you what, man, I love IHOP. When I went to Orlando, we didn't manage to go there when I went to Miami, but in Orlando, we had IHOP for breakfast every damn day. I think I tried every breakfast.
Yo, you said the shrimp and grits?
Oh, yeah, man.
But I don't think you got that from IHOP. I don't think they have that there.
No, we went to Bubba Gump.
Oh, Bubba Gump. Hell yeah.
Yeah, in Miami. That was nice. The grits we just had in the crib that we thought we were getting it. But we thought, what's that site called again? The one where Airbnb found this nice place. It said it was Buena Vista in Miami. Okay. That looks nice. Buena Vista may as well be Little Haiti. You know what I mean? So like we turned up at the house and the guys had already got it because one was near you, right, Laurent, South Carolina.
Yo, matter of fact, salute to him because he came out to the party last week as well, man. Arson, Arson came through, man. He sure did, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. But he was there. Rashad Beats was there. Damian D Beats was there. They got there before me. And I knocked on the door and they like sheepishly opened the shit. I was like, yeah. I opened the door and like there was just this communication between the eyes that says, yo, we're in the bricks.
Right.
Like, so the trap was literally across the road. Right, we drove around the block about 3 times trying to pick up some weed. And we saw someone said, yo, where we can get weed? They're like, oh, you already drove past it. I was like, oh, where to? They said, like, literally on this corner. Like, that's where we're staying. Like, yeah, right across the road from there. That's where you get everything. But, oh, shit. No wonder there's so many people outside this shit. Bang in the middle of Little Haiti, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, Miami's a trip, man. It really is, man. Yeah. Jay Olin says he wants to punch Trump all day. I hear you.
Yeah.
Andrew Artman says, shit, face punch, probably my bitch-ass boss at the day job. He's a douche. I hear you.
Hey, man, fuck your boss.
Yeah. hey, Andrew, you got the balls if you tell us where you work at and put your boss's name up. That's what you do. That's how you win the money. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't think that's worth the money we're giving.
Yo.
This ain't fuck you to your boss type money.
Yo, Jay Ola says, big facts, fuck friends. I want partners and supporters to grow with. I'll be going on a deleted spree this week. All right, so when we lost you, we were kind of talking about that social media ratio post that you put up the other day. So since we got you in the building, I read the post, but yo, what better than to have you actually speak exactly on that topic? So throw it your way.
Yeah, definitely. I think people think 5,000 friends is an achievement. It's really not. It's just going on someone's profile, clicking add person and getting accepted. There's no achievement in that. Anybody can do it, first and foremost. But after that, you're seriously diluting your engagement, right? If you want to go to 5,000 friends, like I want to go to 5,000 friends, but I want to do it a person at a time. You know what I mean? So I got, at least half of those people that know who I am and engage with shit when I see it. You know what I mean? I tend to keep my friends around 600, around that mark. And when I go through it, I know all of them. If I don't know them like through talking, I know all of them from my notifications and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you really want to not dilute your engagement that way, man. It's not good.
Big facts, homie. Big facts. Yo, Andrew Artman is triple OG. He says that Sahar Sabayan at Brit Manufacturing.
Oh shit, man. Hey man, that he's the one to beat. Andrew Artman is the one to beat.
Yeah, Andrew Artman for real though.
Man, he said it. He said he wants to punch his boss in the face and baited him up.
Right.
And put it out there like that, man.
I'm writing these names down right quick, man. For real though.
Man, make sure you put Andrew Artman at the top.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Cantrell Lopez is in the building. What it do, baby? Radine Cordova's in the building. What's happening, Radine? Good to see you, man. Mike White is in the building. What it do, man? So, yo, the Illuminati, man. You are you free from the Illuminati, man?
Yeah, man. I've been hearing strange clicking noises while I've been on the phone. At first, I dismissed it, but I feel like I'm being watched, man. I feel they know I got the secret sauce.
Yes, you do. You definitely got the secret sauce for real.
Secret sauce. Like, giving them too much, man. He's enlightening too many people, man. We need to shut this shit down now. I was giving game as the shit went down. So, man, it can't be no other thing than the Illuminati.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna pull up some of your posts, man, and we're gonna just make this show all about DJ Scott. Jay Ola says, P, I just want to say the background is dope, man. Appreciate that, my brother. If you talk about the background music, let me turn it up. This is the sounds of the producer formerly known as Eskimo, Mr. DJ Scott. Okay. I get excited every time I hear music by Eskimo. Just had to turn it up real quick. Now, let me go on into our regularly scheduled program and let me pull up. Yo, I'm gonna do it like this, man. We just gonna go to Daniel Scott's page. Boom. So this is Daniel J. Scott's Facebook page. And if you aren't already following him, take the opportunity and just scroll through his page. Hit him and see if he follows you back. But I want to take a look at some of his posts, right? We'll just go with this one he put out 17 hours ago. And he says, it's okay to look at what's working for others and apply it to what you do there, but there has to be a point where your personal identity and own touch make you differ. I see people posting the same status, taking quotes from memes, asking the same questions, and good on them. If it works, it works. But can your soul be at peace when you know what you have to say for yourself is underdeveloped? When people think you're deep or funny, but then you get an interview that doesn't fit what you post. Who are you? An amalgamation of 100 different people's ideas and points of view? If it works, it works. But let's take a look at that. Let's really dive in deep, man.
Man.
We got DJ Scott right here to break that one down, man.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, likes are just likes. You know what I mean? And you might be getting a connection with people off stealing from memes or looking what someone else posted and seeing that they got likes and thinking, yeah, I'm going to use that. But you're not really building a brand identity. And more so than other people, like I say, this can work. And if it does work for you, more power to you, get yours. But it's more about how you feel and how because and on a deeper level than all of this, man, fuck everything if you ain't happy. Fuck the money, fuck the fame, fuck everything. If you ain't happy in your life, you failed. You absolutely fucking failed. Cry on your boat. You know what I mean? Cry and be lonely on your fucking boat. Yeah, really express who you are. Really, I get people to identify with who you are, and you won't feel like you're living a lie. You know what I mean? And it's a lot more organic, and you feel better about it, and no one can replicate what you do then.
Right. You know I think people really got to get comfortable with being in their own skin. I heard Jay-Z say this shit one time, man. Saw an interview, and he was saying that rappers are scared to be themselves. They think that they have to follow this algorithm or this certain code that they got to follow to success. And at the end of the day, all this music is being made and everybody's duplicating each other and no one is original. But the originality is what makes the superstars. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Big facts. Big facts, man. We got Ismail Al-Muid in the building, a.k.a. The O. You can catch him and I every Friday and Saturday at Chucktown Bar and Grill. Salute to him. He's got big things popping, man. How was your show, man? You coming back from Georgia, making it safe? Just want to salute you. I know you got things happening.
Yo, man.
Yeah, man. Salute to the O.
That's Theo, not Theo, motherfuckers.
Indeed.
It's funny that time when we had him on this, man, and he just turned up. He's like, "Stop calling me Theo." That was like the O. When you put it in like a social media username, it looks like Theo, whatever's afterwards. You know what I mean?
Right.
And everyone keeps hitting him up, calling him Theo.
Yo, he kind of set himself up for that one, though, man. I can't front, man. But, you know, I think about my name, P the Politician, man. And, you know, I think a lot of people get hung up on names and stuff, man. This is a great segue into what we could talk about because I can't remember if it was during the show or just on a personal conversation. And we were saying that what's really in a name, does it really matter? No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was somewhere else that I read. And they were talking about all these rappers' names and how none of this shit makes sense. And at the end of the day, if your brand outweighs your name, then people are going to forget how weird your name is. It was you. We talk about Triple X Extension.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. It's like, and it's a funny idea. I read a blog post before. It's like, will usernames run out? You know what I mean? Like, how many more little, and we still will get little everythings, you know what I mean? But like, or a lot of the good names are taken, especially on social media and usernames on social media. You can't have like any English dictionary words really, because someone's got that and a combination of that and a combination of that without putting like 1, 2, 3 or 5, 6, 4 or some shit on the end of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's always about content anyway, really. You know what I mean? You could be called Little Rapper, and you know what I mean. If you got a fan base, then people will fuck with you.
You know what? I think I'm going to publicly change my name from P the Politician to the Rapper. It's gonna be my name from now on. Y'all just call me the Rapper. That's what it is. Bow bow.
Hey, good luck getting found on any search engine. but that's another that's another thing I think people don't take into consideration. Like, if it's your nickname and it's what you've always been called, then it's one thing. But if you sit down and you think of a name and you think of something that is never gonna touch anything on a Google or YouTube or something, you probably made a bad choice.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's some of the thinking that, like, say XXX Tentacion, and Party Next Door, and these off the cuff weird names, maybe that kind of thought went into it. You know what I mean? When you search for them, you find them.
Yo, Tekashi 6ix9ine broke down his name, and he actually had some deep shit going on with the whole 6ix9ine, and he was breaking it down. Like, if you look at the number 6 and then you look at the number 9, they're both the same damn number. They're just turned upside down. So it's all about your perspective on whether you see a 6 or a 9. You know what I mean? And when he broke that shit down, like, you know what? I think I might just fuck with this cat, man. I might just do it. he's got to get rid of all that trolling for me to really fuck with him. But yo, that joint that he's got with Nicki Minaj is out, and I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it, man.
He's a smart dude, man.
Yeah,
he's a smart dude, and it's not like he's got that really diluted, fucking talentless music. Even though like he ain't Nas, you know, obviously he's not Nas,
right?
He's not lyrical like that, but at least it's kind of unique. You know what I mean? It's not like this shit that we see on Facebook every day. We're fucking just saying the same shit, squad, block, gang, all that shit. You know what I mean? At least it's unique. He's unique. His music's unique. His approach is unique. Everything about the boy is unique, man.
Yeah, very true, man. I want to jump in these comments real quick, man. It looks like Scott Weldon says he wants to punch Harry J. Anslinger in the face. That's the man behind marijuana prohibition. Okay.
Man, punch him in. And by the way, guys, comment below. Right now, Andrew Atman is in the running to win some money at the end of the show, but he can be dethroned. All you got to do is comment. Out of everybody in the world, who would you like to punch in the face most? The craziest answer that makes us laugh the most wins some money by the end of the show.
And that's what it is, man. Salute to my man's John Striegel. He's in the building. Hashtag MCR. What it do, baby? What it do? Jay Olin says, P the president, I'll vote for you. I'll take the votes, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. You know, I thought about running for president, man. I just don't have the money. I don't have the money, and I don't think I had the patience, man.
Hey, man, I'll be your vice.
Word, let's do it.
I'll be vice president. We'll figure that shit out.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, and we'll fuck all the way they do it now. All these official formal meetings. We'll communicate via podcast.
Right, exactly. Yo, we just gonna go live on that ass. Feel me? We gonna go live on that ass. So we gotta break out shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Twitter took presidency to Trump took presidency to Twitter, started putting official statements on Twitter.
Right.
Beefing with other countries on Twitter. We're going to take a next step, man. We're going live on Facebook.
Yo, you bullshit, man. That might be what the next president has to do. You know what I'm saying?
I think they have to.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I think you're not reaching people unless you do the shit via social media now.
Yeah. And you know what? This is a great topic. I mean, the way that Trump is doing things on social media, he is able to really get his agenda across to the entire world through Twitter. I think that's gang right there. Gang. You feel me?
Yeah. And I think one thing people
No. Not again. Damn it. We just lost Daniel J. Scott once again. As the conversation was getting juicy, we lost him once again. But it's all good. We just gonna keep it moving, man. So awkward when this happens, man. I tell you what, this is how we gonna do it, man. Listen, this is what I need from y'all right now. Everybody that's tuned in, I want y'all to comment below who you like to punch in the face. We got a couple of people in the runnings right now. It looks like Andrew Artman is the one that y'all got to top, because Andrew Artman said that he wanted to punch his boss in the face. But what was gangster is that he actually put his boss's name and where he works in the comments. So, yeah, I want to know who y'all would like to punch in the face. Brandon Bell says, I punched myself for all the years I lived in fear of living my true self. I'd never harm another soul, but I say I deserve it. Okay, a little bit of self-infliction right there. Not mad at you. Not mad at you. Jay Olin says, damn, we got to punch Illuminati in the face with this bullshit. Real talk, man. Real talk. DJ Scott, man, here we come. We coming. I'm sending you the link right now, man. Let's see if the Illuminati gonna keep on fucking with us or what. But it is what it is, man. Listen, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all kicking it with us. And, yo, that means a lot. That really does, man. That really means a lot to us, all right? So, listen, I think we got DJ Scott back. Hold on. That's that bullshit. Y'all hear that, right? We working out the technical difficulties though. We gonna get it together. Al Boogie's in the building, man. Salute to Al Boogie, man. Out there holding it down for Chucktown Bar and Grill, man. Love is love. You can catch myself, Al Boogie. You can catch the O Fridays, Saturday nights. We getting it in. And bow. It's what it is, man. So in the meanwhile, like I said, man, we want to see those comments below. And if you could punch somebody in the face, who would it be and why? The best person that sends us, the person that sends us the most interesting answer, the one that makes us laugh the most, yo, we giving away some money. That's what it is, man. So, as I frantically behind the scenes try to get Daniel J. Scott back in the building, it's you and us. Jay Olin says, I want to punch P and Daniel in the face if I don't win this money. You know what, Jay Olin? I'm writing that one down, man. I feel you. All right, let's see if we got Daniel J. Scott back. I hear the doorbell ringing. Is he back? Why are we dealing with this fuckery? All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run some video for you guys. So lately we have been doing the 48 laws of power, right? So I'm gonna pull up the 48 laws of power. We're on like the last 8. And I'm gonna pull them up. Let y'all soak in this knowledge while I get DJ Scott back on the line. Boom. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Despised the free lunch. Louis XIV had an eagle eye for the strategic power of money. He would gift paintings of great value to people who didn't like him very much, until then. This way, he got nobility, the keys to power, on his side. At the same time, he increased operational costs for the aristocrats who wanted him gone. It's ingenious. He took money from his enemies and gave it to his new friends. 2 birds with 1 stone. This is one of my favorite laws because it states that cheap misers miss out on opportunities. It pays to be generous, and it pays not to accept free gifts. What is the return of investment on paying for someone's coffee? You sit down at Starbucks with an influential, connected, and experienced entrepreneur. You get to talk to him for 10 minutes, ask his advice, learn from his mistakes. I don't care if the coffee costs $50, I'm paying because there is a lot of upside. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Alexander the Great's father had set the standard of achievement very high. Alexander wasn't going to be content in his father's shadow. He wasn't going to rest on his father's and later on his own laurels. When Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. Now, imagine if Alexander the Great had had a son who wanted to be a conqueror. That he would pale in comparison is an understatement. Not a soul would have attributed his success to him, for he'd achieve everything on the shoulders of his father. Don't make it your life's task to be better at being someone else. Instead, go your own way. Unapologetically, be your best self. Law 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. When the tree falls, the monkeys scatter. Cut the snake at the head. What is an army without its generals? Without leadership? Whole empires have been secured off of conscientious leaders with iron willpower and vision. Take them away, and much like Alexander's empire after his death, they break apart and crumble, turning on each other, defecting and deserting. Often the glue that sticks everything together consists of a few key people at the top in any kind of organization, any kind of social group or hierarchy. Do with this information what you will. Law 43. Work on the heart and mind of others. October of 1793, the French Revolution declared the end of the monarchy. Marie Antoinette knelt at the guillotine, for she never cared about the people's opinion of her as their queen. She thought herself above the common folk. Pampered and disgustingly narcissistic, she paid the price, never learning from her mistakes. You should influence people and win friends, as Dale Carnegie suggests. It is more than beneficial to be recognized for your kindness and helpful demeanor. Be agreeable or face the consequences of being indifferent. Be humble or be humbled. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Alcibiades charmed the Athenians, got accused of profaning sacred statues and fled. Then charmed the Spartans, impregnated the king's wife and fled. Then charmed the Persians and helped Athens win their war against Sparta. They welcomed him back with open arms. Wherever Alcibiades went, whoever he had to deal with, he would leave behind his own values and appear to share the values of his victims. No one could resist a man who not only concurred with them, but also admired their ways of living, seeming to be one of their own. You like people who like you, who are like you. Match people's energy, speak their language, eat their food, find common grounds, and even envious people will drop their preconceived notions about you. Law 45. Preach change, but never reform quickly. Change is imperative, but human beings love the comfort familiarity provides. The unknown, disorder, and chaos are very disruptive and undesirable to us, even when it is for the better. Hence, we need small, incremental changes that build over a long period of time, allowing everyone to adjust at a comfortable pace. You are moving things in the right direction, while avoiding stirring up too much anxiety and dissent. Change things gradually, one step at a time, dragging the voluntary rest of us with you. Law 46. Never appear too perfect. It takes great talent and skill to conceal one's talent and skill. La Rochefoucauld. If you have been paying attention, you will have noticed that a lot of these power plays revolve around the master and the student or slave, domination and submission, superiority or authority and inferiority, ego, pride, arrogance, and envy, jealousy, hatred. It's a very vicious and ultimately destructive cycle. Everyone wants to be the king. No one wants to be the pawn. Me, I don't want to be a pawn, but I don't want to be the king either. I don't want to envy nor be envied. I want to be the faceless man behind the throne. I don't want to be on the chessboard. I don't want to be a visible target, but I still want to win at the game of power, no matter what side loses. Law 47. In victory, learn when to stop. In 1751, Madame de Pompadour found herself unable to satisfy Louis XV's lust. To hold on to her privileged position, she arranged younger, prettier women to keep the king happy. This was a loss, for she had to swallow her pride and share Louis with others. They, however, could not compete with her charm, talents, taste, and flawless sense for fashion. Her reign as mistress had lasted an unprecedented 20 years. Don't push too far or you risk losing it all. Know when to take a loss and move on. Law 48. Assume formlessness. The Spartans, the most powerful infantry the world had ever seen at the time, lost the war with Athens, for they were outnumbered and unwilling to change their views. They did not adapt to circumstance. They did not build walls. They did not want to conquer new lands, nor engage in trade, for gold gave rise to corruption. Meanwhile, Athens was thriving through constant reform. Sparta fell behind and collapsed. Don't fight change. When you catch yourself in the futile attempt to resist a new order, remind yourself that you not only missed the opportunity to predict it, but to adapt to it in time. You have to be anti-fragile.
This
As
shit's playing
Bruce
on my
Lee
emotions,
said,
man.
and this is the closing statement, you must be
you hear
shapeless,
me?
formless, like water.
You
When
hear
you
me,
pour
yeah?
water in a cup, it becomes the
dear.
cup.
What, we
When
still
you pour
live?
water in a bottle, it becomes
The
the
audience
bottle.
can hear me right
when
now.
you pour water in a teapot,
I just wanna say-
it becomes the
I-
teapot. Water can drip
Oh.
and it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Salute to the 48 Laws of Power, man. That's what it is. Bow, bow.
Hey, I just created a Wix website.
I just want to
So-
say,
we got DJ Scott back in the building. We really had to do some finessing to make this happen, but we have his audio. I'm gonna pull up his video, but go ahead, speak real quick.
You know what I felt like right then? You know when you're that one motherfucker that didn't realize everyone was doing a moment of silence for something. I'm like, well, I'm live, yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yo, keep stalling him, man. Keep stalling him. I'm gonna pull your video up. Keep stalling, baby.
But listen, they kicked me out right as I was about to drop the thing, which was that Donald Trump is the president, but he's not a president. Now, I can't remember the context of the conversation we were having, just because I've been angry a few times since then. You know, I mean, trying to get back into this. I've been a bit angry, man.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I know what it was. Like he's not operating like a president because he's not a president. He just happens to be the president. I mean, he ain't trained for it. He's not told how to officially address a nation. He's a celebrity, man.
True story. So we got DJ Scott back, man. The Illuminati's not gonna take us away again, man.
Not today. Not today.
Yeah, man. So keep talking to the people because you were on one, and we got really interrupted.
I can't remember what I was saying. I do want more comments though. I'm sure I was reading through the comments as I was kicked out. Andrew Atman still got this shit, man. Where's this noise coming from? Is my phone playing or my? No, I got it.
You're good. Jay Olin said he wants to punch the both of us if he doesn't win the money, man. I thought that was dope.
Oh man. I think we better run them pockets. I like that answer.
Yeah, man.
But Andrew Atman exposed his boss, man.
Yeah.
He took the risk. He put his income on the line.
And you know what? He might very well need this money that we giving him come to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna stretch, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Better get a job the next day.
Nah, I think low key, man, he plans on going to work tomorrow and saying fuck it anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think, man, low key.
If it's that time, it's that time. I once had like a pushing fight with a former boss.
A pushing fight?
Yeah.
What's a pushing fight? That's a new one for me.
You know, that's what it is to me, because I never do the, you know, when before a fight and people are pushing each other like, come on, do something, punch me and all that shit. I never do that. I just start punching, because otherwise you're gonna get punched.
Right.
You know, I've never understood like why you stood there punching someone who looks like they're gonna. Why you stood there pushing someone who looks like they're gonna punch you. You're gonna get punched. You know? So it was like a bit of a shoving match, I guess I had with the boss, because he told someone else to tell me something and didn't say it to me. So when I seen him, I said, why can't you say it?
Right.
Stop telling people to tell me.
You little bitch.
Yeah, and he just thought, what? And I just didn't like the way he spoke to me after that. So I pushed him, he pushed me.
So what job was this?
I was security in Foot Locker.
Ah, okay. Y'all got Foot Lockers out there?
Yeah.
So we so stupid in the U.S., man. We think that we think that don't nobody across the world have the same shit we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. The big companies. The only fast food ones really, I'd say, is McDonald's and Burger King.
Y'all ain't got Popeye's chicken?
Nah, we got our KFC. We got too.
Our KFC is garbage, man. You need Popeyes, bro.
But we do have something called Miss Millie's. I don't know if you have Miss Millie's.
Nah, no Miss Millie's out here.
Was basically what KFC should be. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Right.
Yo, what about Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We talking about chicken, man. What's up with the chicken connoisseur, man?
Oh, so check this, man. It's good news, because his channel died, right? And he's not really doing nothing with the channel, but he got signed by the BBC, which is the big television.
Yeah, I know about the BBC.
Yeah. Well, they signed him on for his own show on TV instead.
Oh wow!
But he's not reviewing. Well, he reviews food, but he reviews clothes, gadgets. It's just like a review show of him reviewing loads of different things. You know?
Wow, that's dope right there, man. And yo, that's an example of success, man. You put me on to the Chicken Connoisseur about maybe a year ago, and yo, break down for those who may not know, man. Just because I just thought that he was so amazing when you put me on to him. So go ahead, tell the people about him.
He's just completely himself. Perfect example of just being yourself. He's just like this funny little kid. Well, I say kid, but apparently he's like late 20s. But he looks about 13, 14. He's got a bit of Gary Coleman syndrome going on. And, but like he was just as raw and basic as it gets. He was just going to local chicken shops, sitting down in the chicken shop and giving the fries, the burger and the pieces of chicken a rating out of 10, but just with his banter and his personality and his charisma, you know what I mean? And out of nowhere, bro, like his channel, he had about 4 videos uploaded, and he had a couple of thousand on each one, and then out of nowhere someone just shared it somewhere, and all of a sudden all his videos had like multiple millions of views. Just because people were like, this is original, this is simple, this is authentic, this is him. And it just went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's an amazing example of how, yo, it really could happen overnight, just like that. You know what I mean? And now he's on the BBC, man. The BBC, Jay Olin says BBC is the CNN over there. I wouldn't agree. I would say BBC is way more thorough over there. You're not going to get opinions the way you do at CNN on the BBC. No, they give you straight facts.
The news.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little leery of CNN. I'm definitely leery of Fox. I listen to
bullshit.
Yeah, man.
I've seen clips from there, and it's all like newsreaders shouldn't be people who are giving the news and stating this is exactly what's happened in the world. Shouldn't be able to say whether, you know, if it's something that's like a huge massacre or something, say that's really sad or something, they shouldn't be giving no political opinions on those shit.
Right, exactly, man. And so I get my news sources from the BBC. I get it from a lot of NPR. Yeah, man, I try to keep my ears open from outside of the United States as far as the perspective that's going on there, because you get lost in an echo chamber listening to Fox and CNN out here, you know what I'm saying? And before you know it, your whole perception is warped and the reality's not there, you know what I mean? So it's what it is. Andrew Artman says, for sure, I got to keep going to the day job until the music takes off. We working every day, though. It's bound to happen. Indeed, man. Indeed. So, this has been a very, very interesting show.
Man, I feel like I had so much more to get off, especially with the week I've had. I'm really gonna find the CEO of Zoom and punch him in the face.
Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Matter of fact, you know what? We ain't got to stop the show. Let's go back to your page, man, because yo, I'm just really, really impressed with the jewels you've been dropping on them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you. No doubt, man. And I'm just telling you, like no fluff. I really have been going through your page, and it's been helping me get through things personally. You know what I mean? So, for example, I'm gonna you know what? You and I were talking earlier. I think I'll just go ahead and share this with everybody, what I went through. So I've been doing the whole Chucktown Bar and Grill thing. I've been helping to open up a restaurant. We're rocking and rolling. And last night we had a situation happen to where there were like all of a sudden like 20 people at the door. And I kind of had a freak out mode because the security guard came and got me. And he was like, yo, all these people are saying that they were promised that they'll be able to get in for free. Now, you know, you can get in for free from 7 to 9. Then after 9, there's a cover charge. So I got all these people at the door who were starting to get a little upset. And so my immediate reaction was to go and grab the owner. And the mistake that I made was I went and grabbed the owner without giving him something to work with. And all I did was approach him and say, hey, we got a bunch of people at the door and they're looking for you. And how I should have handled that was say, I should have vetted more. I should have really went in and talked to those people and asked him, hey, what's the problem? What's going on? My name is P. You can talk to me. What's good? And find out what the situation was. Then maybe approach the owner. Because what happened was I caught the owner off guard because I was caught off guard. And it was where I messed up. I didn't slow it down. I allowed myself to get caught up in the moment instead of slowing it down. And that was a major lesson that I learned last night that will never happen again. And, you know, I'm not scared to share my vulnerabilities with people. You know what I mean? That's what this whole show is about. Not stressing success. I find myself really, really, really seeing a lot of success right now. You know what I'm saying? So I love to be able to share my story with everybody. And at the end of the day, long story short, sometimes you got to sit back and slow it down. Thank you for that moment, Daniel J. Scott.
No doubt, man. That's all. A lot of us got to do it. You know what I mean? It's just like we rush too much.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get something handled so quickly, but it's not always the best resolution when we just make a rash decision. Sometimes you're in the position of power there too. You know, especially when you're in the position of power of whether you get a say on whether people come in or not, or it could be any situation anyone's in. So like people can wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. So, yeah, man. I want to see who gonna win this money, though.
Man, I thought people would be jumping against some money, man, but
I guess not.
I know they got to do is tell us who in the world they like to punch in the face most and why, and just make it funny and interesting and ballsy. You know what I mean? And just win some money. Andrew had this one from way back. Maverick Lock from way back.
So before we get up out of here, we're definitely going to give away the money, but I want to pull up your account real quick and go to a really dope post that you wrote. Now the post is a little winded, so everybody bear with me, right? And once again, I encourage you guys, if you're trying to seek a level of success, hit up Daniel J. Scott's Facebook page. Friend request him, man. I'm sure he'll follow you back if you about your business, you know? But I
was going to say, like, guys, I'm really good at the structure of online marketing, right? Especially with musicians. I'm really fucking good at building the stuff and helping you to build the stuff that just runs on autopilot, that, as you know, converts a fan, that turns that fan into a customer. I'm really good at that shit. So if that's an area you feel like you need some work on, hit me up.
Indeed. So with that being said, that's actually a perfect segue into what I'm about to read. So Daniel J. Scott wrote, I used to coach someone like 3 years ago, and I want to tell you a story about it. So he paid me $100 for 4 sessions. The first one, he was as keen as it gets. I gave him a list of things to do before the next call, simple tasks that would 100% level him up. By call 2, he hadn't done any of them. Okay, life is busy. He was working, had other stuff going on fine. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, gave him a pep talk, told him this week's task or last week's task. Call 3, nothing. Sat there calling out to his friend in the other room, answered the phone while talking to me. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. Let me just go smoke a cigarette. A whole bunch of bullshit goes without saying the tasks weren't done. Call number 4 was just awkward. Just me reiterating myself for an hour while he pretends to listen and kept looking off camera and mouthing things to his friends. Look, I'll take your money as long as my job is done. I put out the value I need to, and I'll sleep easy knowing you basically shattered out $100. That's the UK version of shitting. Hey.
Like shat is a shit in the past tense. You know, like
a shat is in the past tense. Yes. We are conjugating the verb shit, by the way. Yeah. So, go back to the post. I sat there thinking the most important thing to invest is attention. Attention to knowledge, attention to detail, attention to work, attention to thoughts, attention to feelings, attention to marketing, attention to mistakes, attention to success, attention, and then a bit of work and consistency. If you ain't focused on making the most of your time and opportunities, you could invest $1 million and not get a penny back, man. Salute to DJ Scott for that post. You know what I'm saying? So when I say DJ Scott is on one,
I'm on one.
Yo, Marie Gathers Hammond is in the building. Hello, how you doing? Jay Olin says, okay, one last one. If I could, I punched my mother, Emily Ann Claiborne, in the face. Oh, shit. All those years she whooped my ass. Yo, then he put LOL, I'm joking. No, I'm not. Nah, I am, maybe. See, he's scared to get that ass whipped. Yo, Jay Olin just won this shit. Fuck that.
He said he punched his mother.
Jay Olin just won. He just won. I'm sorry, man. He just won. Yo, even Andrew Artman is LOLing on that one, man. Andrew, you had a good run, but nah, fuck that. Jay Olin just won this money. So, Jay Olin, this is what we need you to do, man. Are we in agreement, Daniel J. Scott? Did he win it or what?
Like the reaction I had from that shit. I was just like, what? You do what?
Yo, Jay Olin, man, this is what we need you to do, man. Throw up your PayPal link. We're going to go live right now and toss you some dollars, man. I think you won that one, man. That's how I feel.
And that's a lesson in perseverance as well, because all podcast he's been punching. You know what I mean? Just, God, no, that one didn't quite hit. All right, let me try. Let me go with this one. Right?
Yo, he put it like and 4 or 5 answers.
And that was clutch, too. That was clutch. He's like, this is my last shot. I'm going to take it.
Right.
And he...
Yo, who punches their mom for all the ass whoopings they got?
Oh, man.
Yes. Yo, Jay Olin, man, go ahead and throw up that PayPal link, man. We sending it to you right now, man. As soon as you throw us the link, we gonna send you the dollars, man. Yo, DJ man. Scott, how you feeling, bro?
Shocked.
Oh, shit. Damn it, man. Yeah, we just biding our time. Waiting on Jay Olin to throw up that PayPal link.
Yeah.
He earned the money, man. He really did.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. So, yo, what all of you got popping, man? DJ Scott, you got a lot of things. You always got a lot of things popping, man.
Right now, I'm just getting back into Facebook advertising, just experimenting with some stuff. I was saying at the start of the call, I put a Facebook pixel on my website that's measuring my traffic and creating custom audiences for me on autopilot. So basically, when I run an ad now, I can run that ad directly to anybody who's visited my website. So if they went to my website and they had a look, and then they saw me on the news feed with an advert and I got something for sale or something to sign up to, they might think, oh, I know that guy. Oh yeah, I can trust that. Yeah, you know what I mean. Also pushing an artist called Kilo, man. And,
Kilo's the truth.
Yeah, man,
how did you link up with him and C Walker, man? Kilo's the truth.
Well, I think it was about 2-3 years ago when I ran into Brandon Kyle on Facebook, and we built up a relationship and we were talking, and through him I got to know a good few people from Temple, Texas, and C Walker was one of those people. One day I needed, for another artist I was working with, I needed an audio engineer who could do auto-tune. C Walker threw his hat up, and then I sent the artist I was working with over to C Walker, and they did some work. C Walker hit me up just before I went on that little hiatus and said, oh, I'm trying to work with you and stuff like that. But I was like, right now I can't really. And then when I came back, I just put up a status like, I'm going to do this, this, and that, and then and you're all going to hire me, just speaking into his existence. And then he popped up like, I've been trying to hire you. So I started working with him. I started before the call, I was like looking at his website and looking at like his process, and I sat down on the call. I got all this information jotted down of how I was going to help him and his brand. He's like, oh no, it's not for me, bro. It's for my artist Kilo.
Yeah.
But taking a look at what Kilo does and just really fuck with it. And been working on the creative. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, man. Contacting influencers, blogs, playlists on Spotify and shit, and just building the roots for it.
Check this out, though. And salute to Kilo, C Walker. That whole Texas connection is dope as fuck. But Jay Olin is a solid dude, man. Jay Olin says, I want my boy Andrew to get that. He says we split that since we both had a run. But he did throw up his PayPal. I don't know. I never had nobody say, you know what, I don't want the money. You can give it to someone else. I don't know what to do.
I suppose we could do half each.
Half each? We could.
Yeah,
we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
It's they'll both be able to go get something nice to eat. You know what I mean? Or they'll both be able to go and get themselves a bag of weed or some shit.
All right, Andrew Artman, if you still there, throw up your PayPal. We got Jay Olin's PayPal. Go ahead and throw up your PayPal as well, Andrew. If you're still here, that's the only way you're going to get it, though, if you're still tuned in. So throw it up. In the meanwhile, let me pull up the PayPal account. And, yo, you know what? We just going to give both of them some bread. How you feel about that, DJ Scott?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's do it. All right, let me get logged in here. Andrew Artman, man. Oh, snap. Jay Olin said that's not his PayPal. That's somebody we about to bless. Okay.
Oh,
goddamn, boy. Jay Olin filled with all kinds of gifts. All right. It's what it is. William Shiley in the building. What's good? So, I'm really stalling right now. I'm going to throw it to you, DJ Scott.
Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in, man. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Like I told the CEO of Zoom, when I see him, it's on site. I mean, we're gonna have to handle that. He's gonna have to run this fade because he separated me from my people. You know what I mean? I was talking to you, I was getting into that shit, and they want to shut me down. I don't know if it's the Illuminati. I don't know what. Quite frankly, I don't know what it is. But I'm not standing for that shit. I'm not tolerating that shit. We're gonna settle this shit. Shout out to everybody who made the effort to engage with us and speak to us. Also, all the people who watched. There's a lot of familiar faces that are tuning in every week. That doesn't go unnoticed. We really appreciate that shit. If anybody has any ideas for next week, if there's anything in particular they want us to talk about, you can leave them in the comments here. You can inbox me or P and say, listen, I'm not sure about this, or what do you think about this, or I need more information about that. And we'll have a little talk and see if we can come up with some. This is your show.
Yes.
We're just some, and you can tell by the amount of interaction and how much we shout you out and how much we, talk about what you're talking about in the comment section. We're just essentially just moderators. This is everyone's show.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and drop this money in this PayPal account real quick. I haven't heard anything from Andrew Artman. Andrew is about to miss out, but it's all love. Andrew, get at us before we get off the air. But right now, here we go. GINASVENUE.
Andrew was with us the whole way. He must have got you, and you thought, "What's someone? Oh, fuck this shit, man! I'm out."
All right, GinasVenue@gmail.com. Let's see. Boom. All right, here we go. How much you want to throw in there? We're gonna throw in maybe 2 cents? Nah. 22 cents? Nah.
$1 billion.
There it is, right there. Nah, I don't have that much damn money in my paper. We gonna go with 25, man. Boom. There it is.
There we go.
How do you want to pay? With your PayPal balance? Yes. Boom. Send it now. Yes. Boom. And there it is, man. $25 just got sent to GinasVenue@gmail.com. Salute to Jay Olin. That's what it is. What it is what it is. Bye-bye.
No doubt, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So, I'm sad that we didn't have Andrew Artman's. Jay Olin says he's going to message Andrew. All right. Let's see.
No takesy backsies now. You know what I mean? The money's been sent. Whatever happens on that end, whatever you guys want to do, but we gave the goddamn money.
Well, listen, man. DJ Scott, You got any closing words?
Fuck the Illuminati.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, just shout out everyone who tuned in. We'll be back here 12ish next Sunday. Hit us up, man.
Can we get a rendition of your intro on the outro?
Well, the same one. Okay. Right.
All right.
Shit, my voice broke. Right.
You got
Says
this.
she flirt with her boyfriend, bread him in my money and bling, so she go bed with him. Catch disease, now it started spreading. Shit. She started to kind of. I don't even want to go back now. Mercy, please, her life she begin. When she hit her the mark, she head in. Says she broke out at the age of 7. She dancing before she reached 11. One man can satisfy her. She needs more wood for the fire.